Guess what went live when Barrow turned up? Bit of a spoiler warning. This did. You will instantly, upon logging in, notice there is something missing from the star chart. Höllvania and everything Warframe 1999 related will not be accessible here. Sad to say, but it is true, because everything Warframe 1999 related is accessible from here. That is your doorway to Warframe 1999. Assuming... Okay, play demo. Whew. At least that's what they have shown us so far, because with the launch of this comes a new quest. Please don't crash out like you have twice before. Or completely ignore me and I may have a slight technical problem. The Hex. I'm not going to say spoiler warning because we have all seen over the past 2 years Arthur leaning against the bike, spinning the sword. He's not leaning against the bike, but he is doing the sword spin. Kind of his signature move, though I miss him rolling it down his hand when he does it. I can't remember where I saw that, but I could have sworn it was kind of spinning while leaning against his hand, so it was spinning down. Could have just been the angle I was looking at in that one, but yeah. December 31st, 1999, you will need to complete this first, so sadly we will not be able to actually go there and have a look, but we can do this. The Hex Syndicate, well, if you go to Emir, he's the one who's going to have site blueprints, the new weaponry. I'm actually looking for the name. There it is, Vespa 77. I knew there was 2 weapons, and Reckonfex, his signature rifle, as well as a few mini games and other things. The new syndicate is going to be called Leftovers, and the bounties for this do look promising and quite a bit fun, because this bulletin board just here is going to be how you actually get to the bounties to start earning your reputation towards Leftovers. And even better than this, every single one of these you will be accompanied by a member of the Hex Syndicate. So the one with Arthur on, Arthur will be with you. The one with Letty on, Letty will be with you. The one with I on, I will be with you. Same with Quincy and Amir and Nyx, because I keep forgetting the name of the Nyx character. Somebody's going to be screaming that one, but I always want to say Eleanor, and that's not quite right now, is it? I'm actually quite speechless. Yes, it is. Who happens to be Arthur's sister. She will be selling the arcanes, by the way. Letty is where you go to trade items like pizzas, film, cheddar crowns, crystals, music CDs, comic books, beer. 4 standing. So you can trade any of these in 4 standing. Quincy will be selling... See, I knew they were there somewhere. The protocol skins, I still think all the weaponry and such should be with the gun-based character, but never mind. Pixel art glyphs, and these at the bottom that say placeholder. Yeah, the capture scenes will also be sold by Quincy. So the entire Höllvania mall, they've kind of already shown who's going to be selling what, which is very useful since the entirety of this you cannot access until you have gained the quest. Some of these arcanes. This also means there are new things in the marketplace, as you could expect. There is the... Well, to be fair, I don't know why that's really there. You can't say popular, but we're going to go with new. All of the new, because Saito 9 is now available finally. This is great because he has an exalted rifle that has an alt fire mode that can freeze enemies. Alt fire lobs a cold grenade that completely freezes enemies. Love the wording on it, it's great. Plus, weak point kills increase the crit chance by 1% up to 300% on the current, for the duration of the current mission, on whatever you have in your hands. Any weapon. No, Amir has the parts. Interesting. Where is actually his weapon? Why, there it is. He will come with a signature weapon, 2 of them. There is his primary that, in all honesty, doesn't look too bad. And yet again, it's from Amir, because Amir is the one that will be selling all of these things, the weapons and parts for the weapons. If you don't drop them from missions, it does say, can drop from... Legasite Harvest and Hellscrub missions. Love to get more onto that, but sadly all of that's hidden behind a quest. See, I knew I'd find it eventually. The Vespa 77 again drops from similar missions and will also be inside of Amir. It doesn't actually say it. All of the parts can be purchased from, there's actually Amir in the Central Mall after completing the Hex quest. Obviously this also means that the Gemini skins are now available. Really, you could please tell me somewhere in here is an option to actually play the animation. No. This allows you to swap from your Warframe into this. So there it goes. You can swap between Excalibur and Arthur. It actually didn't even swap to Excalibur. Same goes with Oi. This will be Mag to Oi. Amir is Volt. Swap over to them. Then we have Nyx, who does have a rework in this, as does Trinity, which is obviously Letty, not Lettuce. That was a typo. And then Quincy's will work with Site 09, and it allows you to swap your frame so you look like the members of the Hex Syndicate, who will also be playing alongside you in bounties for the Hex Syndicate. The Atomicycle will be awarded to you upon completing the Hex Syndicate. It's obtained while doing the Warframe 1999 quest. And yes, you can get many different skins for these. And yes, I can see, even though this is called a livery collection, which has a lot of nice ones in there, they have taken a few out that should be in there, and... well, some that they said were coming that also, just like his other weapon, isn't actually here. But, yeah, that isn't in part of the collection. And this is the Atomicycle missing a wheel. That actually does look pretty nice. The new missions for this, because they are not on the star chart and you have to access it through that terminal, will look like this. Each one has obviously a different function to it, a different mission behind it. I'm assuming the tank is assassination, and one of these actually looks more interesting than the rest of them, but you can see the steel path bits on the side. It is just, well, there is more to do on this screen than you may think, because they have called this the mall directory that, well, POM2 PC, located in your garage and your orbiter. This is the POM2 PC, and it's how you access the missions and the 1999 calendar, and something else. A little message thing at the bottom. That would be where the romance and relationship system is. It's on the POM2 PC, which is, again, in your orbiter or in the garage, and that is where you can romance the other members of the Hex Syndicate. Then there is obviously the Warframe 1999, the Höllvania tile set will change every so often. We have winter, I'm looking forward to trying that one, spring, summer and autumn. These are on a cycle, and I remember reading it somewhere. I don't know why it wouldn't be down there where that is, but never mind. There it is, and it's going to be weird over the next few weeks because obviously winter, spring, summer, autumn is depending upon the months. So January, February, March, winter. April, May, June, spring. July, August, September, summer. October, November, December, autumn. By the in-game calendar that will have certain things that you can do. To-do list. Missions to do. Tasks to do. Acts to do. Put that however you want. They say it's a to-do list. But then it gets weird because they say they've extended the first winter by 3 days after explaining the fact that you have 7 days to complete the to-do list for a month. So a month of the calendar is actually a week. So it should be 3 weeks of winter, 3 weeks of spring, 3 weeks of summer, 3 weeks of autumn, but according to this, it's 7. That is not worded the best. But in the meantime, for the next 4 weeks, they will be demonstrating this anyway, just so we can have the seasons a little bit quicker. I read this and thought and hoped there were going to be, when it's winter in real life, it is winter in game. Same with spring, summer, autumn. The map would match the weather outside. But no, it's based on the in-game calendar that's going to rotate a lot quicker than real time. Completing the Hex Syndicate missions on Steel Path will actually have a reward, and I'm only mentioning this because the Steel Path trophy for Warframe 1999, completing the whole 1999 tile set, the Höllvania tile set, will give you a pizza trophy. Moving on, the new game mode that I'm really looking forward to trying out is Faceoff. This is a PvPvE, squad versus squad, that has, I believe it's extermination, followed by, I'm going to put it as like a defense, you've got to burn a CD, then an assassination. There it is, data burn. Oh wow, they've actually added a lot more in. It was originally just 3, now there's 6. And whichever team finishes their missions first will be the winner. Where's the rewards? There are boosts and penalties you can give the other team. Boosts for your team, penalties for the other team that will slow them down. There it is. By far, the best part of all of this, the winner will receive pretty much exactly the same thing as the loser does, but gets an extra 30 Vest for, but you still get the Arcane. For actually both of them, there's just the Fast 4 is doubled if you win. If you lose, you still get the rewards. Face Off, squad versus squad, will reward Conclave standing per objective finished. Yes, that is right. They have finally given people a way to finish this thing off, because Snow Day Showdown is pretty much what a lot of people play to actually level up the Conclave. Well, now you cannot access this from here though. It has to be accessed from the POM2 terminal upon completing the quest, because at the minute this will just turn around and tell me I need to play the demo again. It's accessed from there, and it will actually be used to level up the Conclave Syndicate, which means you can finally level this thing up without having to play Conclave. This is great because there are so many people out there that want to level this up but don't have a way to level it up outside of PvP stuff. 500 standing for Objective 1, 500 for Objective 2, 1000 for Objective 3. On Steel Path you will basically get more. 750, 750 and 1500, so getting that third objective done will hit you a ton more. And lastly, because this will go on forever, there is so much to actually cover in this, and obviously I'm not playing while doing this, which means I can't get anything done. Caliber Chicks 2 is kind of a mini game that will allow you to, well, if you understand the reference, you will understand the reference, but I just want to know if they're going to enable the code to allow us to actually do this properly, because that would be the ultimate funny thing for them to actually do. And to access it, you got to be in Höllvania and actually go in there and play it. Not even kidding. I'm not even I mean, I've got to go back up to where we were before with the mini games. There is so much in this update, it is downright insane. As I mentioned earlier, Trinity and Nyx have had a bit of a rework as well that has kind of made them a little bit better, but I'm saving judgment for now for a lot of different reasons. Infesting Ancient changes, I mean, there is, I saw that. Okay, so they've just added it down the side so you don't have to press. There is so many changes here, it's insane. And they actually pulled 2 major things out of this update. And there is still so much in here. It is insane. The infested coda will be coming in January. It is not included in this update. And there was something else, but I cannot remember what it was. There is, however, could you stop doing that? The weird Entrati display, and the operator stuff looks so much better when, you know, you don't have a weird lighting bug. And where was it? The Tenogen 1999 stuff has also been added, but they are operator cosmetics. And I love the earpiece. It's a pager as an earpiece. I would probably rip out of your ear, depending on what they were, but I think we should probably leave that off here, and I'm amazed there hasn't been a hot fix already, to be fair. That is quite amazing. Plus, we've been going for entirely way too long, so we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.